Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne. If you don't know me, it is great to meet you and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I am going to be reviewing some Colourpop products that I recently ordered. They recently launched a foundation Stix, or they launched foundation Stix, like with an X, and I was really intrigued. I've heard good things from both people with oily skin and people with dry skin, so I'm really intrigued because I have like combination skin, so kind of like in the middle, like I get oily in here and then I get dry right here on my skin, on my cheeks. So yeah, I'm really curious to try that out. And then I also bought their concealer. I have two shades here, and I also bought their no filter setting powder and their precision brow color pomade, and I have not tried any of these things, including the foundation stick, so I'm really curious to try it out and play around with it. Right now I do have foundation on, but this is just what I've been wearing the whole day. If you're wondering what it is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I do like it, however it does seem to get a little oily, but it doesn't really break apart, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I've been wearing this all day and it's time to take it off and try out this other foundation. So I'm probably going to go ahead and take off my base, like my foundation and concealer, and also my eyebrows, and I will come back with one eyebrow on and then I will show you guys the other one, and we will just go from there. So I will be right back. Okay, so here I am back. I did zoom you guys in a little more so you could see better, but I took off all of my foundation. This is what my skin is looking like right now. Not super cute, but not the worst it's been. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eyebrow right now. As you can see, it's a little patchy. She needs a little bit of help. So yeah, I got the shade Bangin' Brunette in the brow pomade. And I think it's a pretty good match judging from this eyebrow. I didn't put anything on top of it yet. Normally I will go in with a eyeshadow just to kind of cover it a little more and add a little more coverage. So I probably will still do that. But so far it's been pretty good. It actually went on really easy, like dipping into it felt like butter, like it's super duper smooth. But I had no trouble creating like fine lines or anything, and I think it's working really well so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed you guys up through doing my other eyebrow, and yeah. Okay, I would like to stop and say that this was just one teeny little dip into this product and it got me a really long way. Like normally, for example, I've also used the NYX brow pomade, which is really good, but once it starts kind of drying out, I mean, it's not to say that this couldn't happen with this one, but once it starts drying out, like I have to dip in a couple times, because you really have to like work at like spreading out the product. But with this, like, it spreads and like builds so easily is what I've noticed, and it just goes on super nice. So I don't really know if they are crazy even, but it's not really a huge deal to me. It's not like a deal breaker because that's my own thing that I have to work on. It's not the brow product's fault. But yeah, I did this whole brow with only 2 dips, and I probably would go in a little bit more usually, but this is pretty good without needing like I don't really feel like I would need a brown eyeshadow on top of this. Like I think it did a really good job at giving me like coverage while not looking cakey or too built up. Yeah, I did this whole brow with only 2 dips, which is amazing. I am going to go ahead and go in on top with little bit of brown eyeshadow, just because like that's what I prefer and it's what I would do on a day-to-day anyway, just so that way it doesn't smudge around, because I am really paranoid of that and I do not want my eyebrows to be going anywhere. So far, I really like this brow pomade. It retails for only $6 and I'm really happy with the shade I got too. They do have a decent amount of shades on there, so definitely not bad if you're looking for something that's affordable. This is cheaper than the NYX brow pomade and I already can tell that I like this a lot more. It just goes on a lot smoother for me, but I don't feel like it's gonna really like budge anywhere. Like for some reason with the dip brow from Anastasia, I kept feeling like I was like super paranoid that it was gonna like smear or something throughout the day. Like I don't really touch my eyebrows, so I don't know why I would be like worried about that, but that was a concern of mine. But this is definitely a lot cheaper, and so far I'm really digging it. This lip gloss from Soap & Glory, the Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss, like smells hardcore like a Tootsie Roll, and I don't know if I'm here for it. It's pretty intense. Oh my gosh, I forgot to dampen my sponge and I'm so mad right now. This is the Colourpop No Filter Foundation Stix. I only have one shade and it might be a little dark for me. I guess we'll find out. I wasn't quite sure what shade to buy. And they do kind of have like a bit of a shade picker helper thing on their website, so I did use that. But I still feel like this might be a little dark, but I guess we'll find out. They do have 30 shades on their website, which is pretty good. It came out with 30 right off the bat, which I think is great. I did watch a couple reviews of people with deeper skin tones, and there were some comments saying like that they still think that the darkest shades in here would not be dark enough for them. So that is kind of an issue, but overall still not like the worst shade range I've seen. I've definitely seen a lot worse. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and start off. I'm gonna use one side with a brush and the other side I'm going to blend with a beauty sponge just to see the difference. Generally I prefer a beauty sponge, but I have been actually really loving to use the e.l.f. foundation brush lately, so we shall see. I did talk about this in a 10 under 10 video. It's over on my channel, go check it out. Okay, this is the hair situation we have going on. Not terrible. Okay, so I got the shade Light 50 W, which means warm. So hopefully this will be the right shade. You do get a decent little bit amount of product in here, like pushing it all the way up, it's not a bad amount. Hopefully I won't need to use this whole thing for the coverage I want. I guess we'll see. But yeah, this retails for $10 and you get 0.34 ounces, which is not bad for a foundation stick considering it's $10. Like I've seen some that are way more expensive, like the Hourglass one is like really crazy up there for not the most product. I mean, it is a foundation stick, so I think it's supposed to last a bit longer or as long as a regular foundation. I could be wrong there, but I feel like that's how it should be. So yeah, not a bad price. I have not tried their original foundation that is in like the bottle. I'm curious too though, so if you'd like to see me check that out, let me know. I'm gonna stop babbling and begin applying. I think this side I'm gonna use with the sponge, just by the way. Yeah, this does look a little dark, but we are still going to roll with it because I don't have another shade. So I'm taking my Japonesque damp sponge and I'm going to start patting this out. Wow. Okay, so for first application, like first layer, first everything, it's looking really nice. It has a very nice kind of like satiny, dewy-ish kind of coverage to it. It's a light coverage right now. I wouldn't say that it's medium yet. I'm going to try and add a second layer in a second once I do this side to see how it builds up, but overall, right off the bat, it looks beautiful. And also, I do not have any primer on, in case any of you guys were wondering. I don't really wear primer on the daily anyway, at least not anymore. I do still like primer, but I figured for this foundation and for this review, I would opt out of it and just see how it can do on its own. The color isn't actually as off as I thought it was going to be. Like, it's a little different from my neck, but not like the most horrible. Oh, I have a bunch of like blemishes here because my skin has not been liking me, so I'm curious to see how it reacts to all of that and how it covers, so I'm excited for that. That's really interesting. So I don't really think it's like noticeable really at all, at least on camera. If you can tell, then that's awesome, but I have no idea how it looks really on camera. I'm just kind of looking at the back of my camera with a mirror because my camera doesn't have a flip screen. It's 2018, but still no flip screen. So brush side, for some reason, like I could just be slightly drier on this side of my face, so I'm not 100% sure. But I think that on this side, right in this area, like I do kind of get dry right here, and I feel like the brush kind of made it accentuate just a little bit of dryness. Like nothing severe, nothing crazy. I don't know if you'll be able to notice it like later in the day as time goes on, or if it's going to kind of add moisture to that area. It's really hard to say like right off the bat, but that is something that I did notice. I thought that it was going to be easier to blend with a brush, and it ended up being about the same. Again, I can't really tell if this side is just extra dry or if it was the brush application, but I'm going to go ahead and try to build it up on each side and see how that goes. Wow. This is making my skin look so healthy and beautiful. Like I don't know how to feel. I haven't had a foundation make my skin look this good in like a long time. Yeah, so yeah, that built up very well. I would say that right now it is at about a medium coverage. I don't know what adding a third layer would look like, but this is about the coverage that I would go for on a daily basis anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side and see how that goes. Yeah, it's like a teensy bit warm for me, I think. Like, I can't really tell the biggest difference, but it is just a little warm for me. But I think if I just added some bronzer on my neck and stuff, it would be fine. So on this side, I do have a lot of dryness down here because I was treating my pimples with pimple cream, and they decided to get dried up and look all crazy. So it is kind of clinging to some dry patches down here. Nothing too bad, so that's good, but I do think that this side looks better with the sponge, like off of a first impression. I do like this side a lot better, but I also don't have nearly as much dryness on this side, so yeah, but overall, like, alrighty, so I am back. My camera is slightly more charged now, and I have left time for the concealer swatches to dry. So yeah, one of them definitely did oxidize quite a bit more than the other. The darker shade did. The lighter shade just got a little bit more peachy, which I'm actually okay with. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the lighter one of the two, Fair 08. And by the way, these retail for $6 on the Colourpop website, in case you were wondering. So definitely not a bad price at all. Like my Ulta do you mind? My Ulta concealer retails for $9, and I do really like that one as well. So it's $3 more expensive though. So if this works out, I know where I'm going. Oh, it's creamy. It is so buttery. Wow. Lipstick in my Valentino white bag.
I spelled lipstick in your Valentino bag.
Oh, you spelled lipstick in my Valentino white.
Oh my god, I need help. Okay. And I am blending it out with my sponge because I never blend my concealer out with a brush. Unless I like am in the tightest pinch of my life. I think it's looking like extra white on camera because of my lighting, but in person it does not look that bright. It definitely did brighten, but I don't think it's looking like crazy white like it is on camera, unless it's not. I don't know. Well, that blended out like an actual dream. Like I know people say that, but like in my dreams, if I have a dream about like blending something out, this would be in my dream. Like hands down. So, I mean, I might have applied a little much on that side, so we might as well just even it out on this side and apply the equal amount because, you know, I'm just living my best extra life. I'm gonna go ahead and do some highlighting as well. A lot of product gets on this little applicator, like dang, and I actually really like how it's kind of like bendy, you know, like you can do like a little dance. You know what's crazy though? This is unrelated, but like I have had this sponge for almost a year now, I think, and it is still holding up. Like there are no cracks in it, and compared to all of my other sponges that I own, this is like the best one. Like it still gets nice and squishy, it's still easy to clean, it doesn't really get like stained, and it's amazing. And it's like, I want to say it's like $9 or something like that. It's so good. It's from Japonesque, by the way, if I didn't say that already. But wow, this concealer though, dang! I am feeling very impressed. Wow, like I am actually blown away with how well that concealer blended out and how my skin looks right now, like especially on this side. Like this side looks a little just because of the dryness, and I'm not sure if a primer would help with that at all, but like they both look really good, and I'm just bouncing over everything because that's just what I always do, okay? Just leave me alone to my ways, okay? But the concealer blended out so nicely. Like I don't notice a whole lot of creasing. Like there's a teeny little bit, but nothing like nearly as severe as other concealers I've tried before. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade Light 10 just to do a little bit of spot concealing because I did buy it and I feel like this is what I would use it for, seeing as it's a little too dark to use under my under eyes. I know I look really bright and like white kind of on camera, at least from what I can tell from my mirror. But it doesn't look that intense on, like it doesn't look that intense in person. Can't tell if this just made it look worse or if it made it look better. You decide. So I did also get the Colourpop No Filter loose setting powder, and this retails for $9 on the Colourpop website. I'm just referencing Colourpop because it's the easiest way to access everything. I think they do sell some stuff on Ulta, but I don't think they sell all of their line. And you get 0.300 ounces, 30 ounces? I don't know, it says 300, 0.300. So you guys tell me what that means. I don't know. But I got the shade Translucent, and they also have Banana and Translucent Deep. So not bad. Like, I'm not needing like I mean, it's just translucent powder. Assuming it works well, it's not like I need like a bunch of different shades for anything. So I am going to, I hate when loose setting powders come with like this little plastic top. Like, thanks for ruining my life, because like I can't peel it off. Like, I suck so much at peeling it off. So fun fact, the first loose setting powder I got came with one of these little things, and I didn't even see it. So I literally poked holes like where the holes go with a needle and used it like that. And then like 5 months later, I was like, oh my god, this thing peels off. Like, I didn't even see it. So yeah, welcome to my life. Hi, my name's Anne. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit into the cap, and I don't know if I want to dip my sponge into it or if I just want to like, I think I'm just gonna, I don't know. I think I am gonna do a little bit of a bake on one side. And wow, that actually blended really, really nicely. It's not even there anymore. It's not even a bake if it's gone, right? Hello? Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little bit on a brush. This is the Real Technique setting brush, and I'm just going to brush a little bit underneath my eyes. With this concealer, like, doing this sort of technique is more likely what I would do, just because I feel like the concealer dried down really quickly, so I just need to keep away those teeny little creases that get like right there. But yeah, wow. The packaging on this is like kind of awkward because like it's super teeny, so like when you have to like dump the product back into the cap or into this part, it gets a little messy, but not bad. Like, I've definitely had, like, if you guys have tried the RCMA No Color Powder, like, tell me how this packaging is supposed to make sense. It's like an oregano bottle. So anyway, that's my pet peeve of the day. I'm just gonna fast forward you guys through me finishing up the rest of my face products real quick. Bronzer, blush, and highlight as always. And yeah, let's just get going before my camera dies. I'm gonna just touch up on my under eyes just a little bit with some shadow. Well, okay, maybe a lot with some shadow. Oh well, I'm not going anywhere, so why do I really care? Alrighty, so I am back with the rest of my face products on, bronzer, blush, and highlight, and I really like how everything is turning out. I will say my skin does not feel tacky whatsoever, and I was really expecting it to. I didn't set my foundation, which is something that I never do, but I was thinking that because my skin was just looking a little dry, especially on my cheeks, I really didn't want to set those areas and make them look even more dry, especially because I was already putting powder on them anyway with my bronzer and everything. So I didn't set it, and I think that it's still looking really fabulous. I will try to do a check-in later at the end of the day or night. It's already 7 o'clock, so I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep this on for. I'm going to try and keep it on for at least another 2 hours. We shall see how that goes. So yeah, I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, you guys, I am back. It is currently 10:13 p.m., almost 10:15. I'm sorry I couldn't do a longer check-in for you guys. I am just not a night owl, and I don't have a whole lot to do besides to go to bed right now. It's hard to say with just 2 hours. Like, I wasn't doing a lot. I wasn't like sweating or anything. I wasn't going outside, so it's kind of hard to judge on just 2 hours, but I did get to kind of see like how it would react with my skin's natural oils a little bit. And I do think that it definitely got a little more oily, especially on my forehead area. That's usually the place that I get the most oily, and I definitely got a little shiny in that area. Normally on a day-to-day makeup wear, I would set my forehead down at least, because that is the area that I get the most oily. Around my nose, held up decently well. Like, I've been still kind of stuffy from when I was sick, so I was blowing my nose a little bit, and I think it did hold up pretty well. It's a little patchy right over here, and like I was like resting like my chin on my hand like when I was editing this video. Actually, I know, I'm like so productive. Overall though, I think it looks still really, really nice. It does still look a little dry around the breakout areas. My cheeks, it does look just a little dry, especially on this side, but mostly just in this area. So like I said, that could just be my skin freaking out. Like, I might just need to exfoliate it and use a primer, and it might be all fixed. I'm not really sure. I am going to try and wear this tomorrow, and I will do my best to leave an update in the description box for you guys below if I remember to do that. We're just going to have Piano Man up in the background for a little bit. I'm sorry about that. Off the bat, for like a first impression, I am really pleased with how this foundation turned out. I will definitely have to play around with it more and let you guys know what I think. The concealers worked amazingly. I mean, the spot concealing like kind of wore off, so I don't know like how well that all worked out, but under the eyes, like, I think it did oxidize a little bit and become a little bit less bright, so that's a good thing because it was really, really white at first. The concealers have held up really well. There is no creasing. I'm sure the powder did help with that, and the powder, I have no complaints. It set them nicely. I'll have to see how it works on the rest of my face, but I don't mind it. The brow pomade, I am really impressed. I don't really feel like they're gonna go anywhere. I think it like kind of dried down a little bit, which is nice. I know I did put the powder on top of it, like the eyeshadow, but I still think that even then sometimes I'll experience smearing or smudging, so I don't feel like either of that is going to happen with this, and I am super happy and super excited about this, and I'm really happy that this color worked for me too, because like you never really know, but I think all of the colors were pretty close with their shade matching situation. I mean, I'm obviously brunette, so I just picked a brown color, but for having to pick my shades online, I don't think that the shade range thing was too far off with helping me pick them out, honestly. Like, I was pretty impressed. So yeah, I think that wraps up this video, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other products that you would like me to try out, leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and follow me on all of my other social media stuff. Everything will be in the description below. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye. Focus on my face, la la la. Focus on my face, la la la. I'm so tired. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm freaking freezing. I'm not to be cold while filming. Need to finish this video up because my camera's gonna die. No filter setting powder. Come on. Okay. I love this highlight so much. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this highlight, you guys. It's so good. Like, wow. Oh my god. Okay, can I stop, please? If only everybody knew how stupid I was behind a camera, I probably would get fired. And that is how you get a good contour, ladies and gentlemen. Son of a bitch. I would say it's about a Can I talk today, please? Colourpop Foundation Stix. From...
Alright, Stix around Centennial.
What? Okay, so what? Gonna fix this crap. And, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and... Oh, I have to take off an eyebrow too, huh? Huh. How do I want to do this? I didn't think this through. As always, welcome to my life. Okay, I have to do my eyebrows with this, so what is going on in the background? Do you guys see that guy? What is he? Hello?